Alright, it is a Friday, 9:41 a.m. I just finished. I had two trades here with ILUS, and I don't think I'll really be that interested in trading this one anymore because of how ugly it's trading. Although now it's kind of trying to break out of the range. So it kind of broke out of this 3760 range. It's trying to make some more moves, which is cool. But I had two trades. One was an entry at 3611. That was here at 931, right? Actually, no, that was 932. So, oh yeah, it was this candle. 932, 3611, a pretty good entry, give or take, risking 36. But yeah, just really cautiously risking 36, because at this point, if it were to have broken 36, it could have made a whole nother leg down. And I'm not trying to make a mistake like I did the other day with ISWH, not really cutting the trade when I should have. So that was the idea there, risking 36. And then I tried selling actually the same minute, 932, because it had a sketchy freaking spike to the VWAP level, and I wasn't able to get executed where I had my I guess I clicked when I was trying to place a sell order. I guess let me just try to replicate this. Right, when I was trying to place a sell order, I might have clicked on the ask and tried selling instead of the bid, or maybe I did try placing a sell order at the bid, but the problem was that it was kind of inflated, the prices, you know, the bid and the ask was kind of inflated, and I wasn't able to sell there. It would have been nice if I was able to sell there. It would have actually have worked very nicely if I had a freaking market sell order, right? But that wasn't the case. I wasn't able to sell up there. You know, I can't, I don't know, maybe I should find a way to really change the bid and ask price, cancel orders, and sell quickly. But that was totally what happened there. I just wasn't able to sell when it got to this point right there, and as you can tell, it was a wick, and it started trading all wicky and disgusting. So, you know, I did actually sell for the same price, and that was 933. So right at the opening, yeah, 933, and you can see it had that little, when it opened here, right, and it just had that little downtrend, and I just thought, all right, this thing might try to break 36. I'm glad I was, you know, wrong, but you know, I sold basically right where I was previously. I still made a profit somehow, so it might be some tiny difference in the actual entry and exit. Yeah, but that was a sell there. That was a that would have been, yeah, a 17-cent profit. That's so sad. This week it's probably going to be a horrible freaking out of the dollar volume that I trade, percent gain or loss. And then I had another buy. I traded, you can see here, a smaller size because this thing was looking sketchy. So that was my next entry at 937. This was like that one, I think it was also this stock ILUS, where it kind of had this little downtrend at spikes, right? And then it didn't get to the same level like it did right here. Last time it was like a higher low, but that's something I've seen happen a lot of times. I was in at 937, 3621. Actually not a bad entry, although I felt like it was at the time. And yeah, I sold 938 because, you know, this thing is jumpy, and if it's just going to get towards VWAP, hey man, I'll take it. Maybe it wasn't the red candle rule, but I like it would have sold the next candle. It wouldn't have been that profitable. I'm glad to see this thing working and waking the heck up now, looking a little more orderly. But yeah, it was, you know, just I understand why some people don't trade these, because it can be very it can use a lot of mental capital. But anyway, I sold at 938. That was 37.55. So I almost got the top. You know, I sold here, I bought here. That was the majority of the profit so far. Almost a 4% move. And this was a tiny 0.2%. Now it's at 39, and that's nice. You know, had I still had my 1,000 shares, right, that would have been 390. That would be what, $28? That wouldn't be so bad, like 27. like the high like 20, like the high 27s, like 27.84, and it keeps going. So yeah, this is nice. Maybe if it dips towards VWAP and tries to make a higher low, that would be nice. Double bottom, lower low. Maybe it just goes green on the day and it doesn't care. That could be something too. I was watching ISWH, but it started trading like trash, kind of like ILUS, but not as bad. Yeah, ILUS was better actually. This one was way worse. It looks like it did turn around eventually. It offered a 10% move here, but I mean, it's trading in this range and then it kind of cracks this low and that's where it turns around. That really sucks if they're going to start trading like that, but I'll just have to adjust. It's not a big deal, but this was still a nice move. And this one actually worked very nicely, and I was looking at it. But once it started getting like executed at 61, I thought, alright, maybe I'm too late to this one, because I was looking at ILUS, but this one was super nice. I mean, you know, these are sub penny levels. These are super profitable. Super sketchy too. I won't be interested if this one touches VWAP. And as for the others, sure, it can do whatever it wants. I'll be interested in FER maybe. If it kind of consolidates and breaks 43, and then it can have like a nice big green candle for the close. TGGI. It keeps uptrending, but you know, it's kind of sketchy. It did break out of this range, which is nice. This will be a nice morning panic bounce play at some point. That's clearly not today, and yeah, that's what I have for right now. I'll keep looking for more setups. I'm pretty salty that I wasn't able to sell that first position when it was up there, but you know, that's trading, and at least I did try, and at least I did cut the trade, even though I didn't actually do it. I'm happy that I did cut the trade there and not do something dumb like yesterday, so that's a good improvement. Alright, it is 4:51 p.m. and I'm here to call it off and see what the stocks have done since. To summarize, I had 2 trades, and that was with ILUS. One was around right here. I didn't have an issue, you know, being too early, and it actually does help. That thing I did, that new realization I did the previous few days of seeing what second it is in a minute, because a lot of them, they do kind of turn around, as in one has, like for example here, you know, a red candle, it closes, immediately opens and starts to uptrend, and that kind of turn around from maybe, you know, the 40-second mark to the 20-second mark on the next candle, you know, it's just a higher probability that it could turn around, because that's how they turn around. It's not an exact science, but I just find it a lot harder for maybe a candle to hit the bottom, its absolute bottom, maybe at the 30-second mark, and it literally holds that level for 30 seconds, and then it turns around the next candle. You know, it's just something to take into consideration. It's something that I'm going to keep looking at to see if it's more consistent. But yeah, so one trade was right here. Unfortunately, I sold back basically the same price, although I somehow made a profit, so I'm going to guess it was a tiny change, tiny difference. And then I traded a smaller size because it was being a jumpy, ugly, disgusting looking thing, so I gave it less money, and that one turned out to work. And I did sell pretty early, you know, but it did have the red candle here. On top of that, it was just being so damn jumpy. It could have just headed back down, honestly, but it was nice to see it uptrending. I mean, it got as high as 42. No way I would have held there, but that was a move there. ISWH did do one, but this one was actually worse. FERN, looks like it just had a panic at the end of the day. This one's kind of hard. CYBL is, out of all of these, I think trying to hold itself the strongest. Is really trying to do some kind of a multi-day breakout. It's actually nice looking price action. We'll see how that looks Monday. God willing, TONR. This one worked super nicely. I missed it, but I don't regret it because I was looking at another one, TGGI. Just continue to uptrend. It did have a little drop there, but all of these could continue to be morning panic bounce plays. That's all I have. Just a small, you know, profit day. Traded a small size. I don't regret that. Again, this thing was looking absolutely disgusting, but yeah, I think that was some good experience. A lot better than the trade I did yesterday, at least in terms of my risk level. And yeah, let's continue to work on that. I have no problems at all just trying morning panic bounce plays in the morning, trying maybe a larger size, and then just calling it off for the rest of the day unless I see something that looks super nice like a multi-day breakout setup. That's all I got.